As a kid, I was always around sports. I was a big competitor, very competitive. If I lost anything, I was upset about it. So going into high school, I was always wanted to stay busy. My life was always a practice or a game, or I had something going on pretty much every day. So I was used to that lifestyle and I enjoyed it. So the opportunity to play other sports besides basketball, because basketball was my main sport. Probably in about like 7th or 8th grade, I started to go to more high school games at Granite and wanting to watch. And my dad kept telling me, he goes, "Hey, you could be out there right now. You could compete with those kids." And so I was like, I got really excited. So in the summer of my freshman year, we were in leagues and we were in open gyms, and I started to realize I can play at that level. Making the choice to go to SIUE, where family, friends, everybody can still come see you on home games, and my parents, my dad never missed a college game, so that's pretty impressive. My mom was close behind him, only missed a few, so that was just the best choice I ever made, was to stay close to home. I was a scorer. I'd always ask other teammates, on the other side of things, on the defensive side of things, I knew what my game was, and I felt like I knew what I could do well. I felt like that really helps in being an athlete, is understanding, okay, this is what you can get better at, but this is what you do well. And I just enjoyed going to the gym and practicing outside of practice, not just going the 2 hours, spending another half hour, 45 minutes. Being not very big, I had to find ways to score. And so I figured out I had the strength to shoot from further out. So that really helped my game a lot. And I had to practice that. I couldn't just do it in a game. I just enjoy it. I enjoy the high school game a lot. With your ability to work with, there's a lot of kids that maybe have never played, and so you're explaining rules to some of that. And sometimes that can get, a little frustrating at times, because you're like, oh my goodness, you're in high school. But then you got to realize, hey, these kids are out here for more than just playing basketball. They're out there to be a part of a team. I just want to thank, the committee that voted me in, saw that I was a inspiration, for the basketball program. My parents, who supported me the whole way through. If I wanted to quit basketball at any time, they'd be like, okay. They would probably die inside, but they'd be like, okay. But just all the different coaches I had, I was very fortunate throughout my entire athletic career to go through and say, you know what? I would say all of my coaches that I had in every sport were influential.